What is this? This is the mouse. Hello. Okay, so I'm having some technical difficulties here, so you're gonna have to bear with me. Oh man, I never have had technical difficulties so bad that I thought, am I gonna have to cancel at the last second because I just couldn't. Normally I use my phone and record off my phone and then read comments on my son's phone. Well, he's gone, and so I have the computer and everything. So I'm like, well, I'll still use my phone to record, but I'll use the computer to read comments on. Well, I'm just going to turn my phone down a little bit here. Anyways, I could not get it to pull up on, like, every time I start to edit the live, it would like cancel, and then I'd hit YouTube again and it would say resume, like, ask me if I wanted to resume, and I would say yes, and it would then just stop. Like, YouTube would just completely stop, and I'm like, are you kidding me? Like, what is going on? So I tried about, I want to say, hello, faceplant. I guess y'all just gave Miss Mermaid here a little kiss. Because you just face planted into her. Anyways, it just, don't you fall over. Don't you do it. I'm just trying to move the cord so I have a little bit more wiggle room here with the cord. Good grief. I have to say, good grief. I've actually never used this camera with this tripod, so it's gonna be just different tonight. It's just the way it is, because I could not get it. My phone would just didn't want to do it. It didn't want to do it. So anyways, I'm trying to get it like so that it, at least looks like halfway decent for y'all. We'll see how much I end up diamond painting anyway. Most of us creators that do live, it's like an illusion that we're diamond painting. We put a drill down now and again, so that you think we're diamond painting, and then at the end of it, we've counted, and there's like maybe 10 to 15, diamonds that we put down, drills that we put down. So, well, I guess my phone now is telling me it needs to update. So maybe that was it. I don't know. It asked if I wanted to update. I said okay, and then it just didn't. It didn't start updating. So I don't know what's going on. I'm gonna have to look into it after. Have my hubby look into it after, because good grief. Well, it says, okay, hold on. I might have found it. Software, download and install. I'm going to say update. I don't know. Nope, that didn't do nothing. Software update. You guys, I am not I'm not tech savvy at all. But it seems like every time I figure something out, then that's when it decides to change on me. You know what I'm saying? At least that's what happens to me. So now we're going to be even trickier here, and hope to goodness sake, I'm going to move my drink actually before I spill it all over the place. Because I don't have a lid on my cup tonight, and I should have learned last night or not last night, it was the night before, I think. Anyway, yeah. So you guys can kind of see what I'm talking about when I talk about this table, how I've explained it, how you can lift it. For Pete's sakes. When I say technical issues, I mean technical issues. And Beth issues. Sounds like a tissue. Beth issues. If I was rich and could afford to start a company, I would start tissues and call them Beth Issues. Oh my word. Okay. You know what though? At least I'm here, right? I'm here and we're gonna get to talking a little bit. And I got, I don't really have much new stuff to show you, but I do have the other stuff that last week I had shown you guys, and it never got up on Etsy until today. So it is up on Etsy now. And I'm sorry it took me long, but it was, it's just, I guess it wasn't a priority. Right now, there's a lot of other priorities going on. So, like trying to relax and not, give myself a nervous breakdown because everything is not working. And if I'm not kidding, if I spill my drink on my computer, it's my computer, right? It's my computer. But if I spill my drink on my computer, my son will have a coronary. Like, he will go bananas because he's the one that typically, like, he uses the computer much more than I do. But I do use it, obviously. Like, I have to do my business. I have to use it. So, anyways, okay. So, two things. One, obviously, this is not my typical setup if you're just coming in. It is what it is for tonight because I have no idea how to. I'm not gonna worry about that right now. The other thing is, it's nothing gross, nothing like blood or anything or needles or nothing. I'm just saying you're gonna see these in the view because they like to just kind of flop around. And I tell you, like, when I get these off, I'm gonna be like diamond painting like crazy because right now they're right at that point where, like, when I put my arm down to diamond paint, they're right under my arm, right under it, like this. Can you guys see that? Kind of like this. So it's very annoying. If they're not under my arm, then they're like wiggling around and driving me crazy while I'm diamond paint. But it could always be worse, right? Always be worse. Okay, now that I am kind of set up to the point where, I mean, it's all right. Let's see who we have. First of all, I am going to make the screen bigger because I am blind. Let's see. Come on now. Okay. There we go. Now I can see your lovely, lovely comments. I almost said faces. Oh, gracious. Hello, Mary and Francis. That is a new name, I believe, anyways. Sorry, I might have to, reach over because I really want to keep my drink away from the computer, if you know what I mean. Like, if it spills, I want it to spill on my carpet, not on the computer, because my carpet is already trashed from having animals and kids. So, anyways, okay. So we have Mary and Francis. Welcome. Nicole, of course, says there are 2 live videos. I am finding out which one it is. Okay, so then the other one actually did work, but it just wouldn't let me do anything with it. Like, I couldn't go live with it. I couldn't change the picture of it or anything. So the reason that you have the picture that you do on this thumbnail is because I just went into the computer and grabbed the closest, like the picture that would, like, that was of me, of something, or the animals or something. I was just, first thing I saw, clicked it. Okay. I don't care right now what the thumbnail is. I can change it later if I want to. All right. La 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 la. We've got Naomi, the crafty savage. Hello, hello. You guys were, just to say, Naomi, you were cracking me up last night. Then we got Wendy. Hello. I hope there's somebody else waiting in that other live, because I ain't coming to that other one. And I don't, honestly, at this point, I feel like if I try to go and fix it, I might just lose everything and be completely confused. But let me try and see if I can do something. I can't see comments for just a second. But I'm gonna see if I can go in on my, like, I opened a new page. See if I can, tell me y'all still are with me. I hope so. I hope so. Okay, there's only one on mine. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. Huh, I'm so lost. I'm so confused. I'm going to my other one. Yeah, see, for right now, anyways, it's only showing one for me. So I'm hoping that the other one has, like, gone away. I don't know because I can't see it. But I don't know. It kind of does that sometimes. Let me go to my video library. Nope, that's not what I wanted. So sorry, guys. Trying to. I just don't want people, like, sitting over there and waiting. I would feel horrible if people were just, like, waiting over there and I'm, like, never gonna come. Okay, so here it is. I found it. So here's this one, and we are going to delete it. Where is delete forever? Yes, I want to delete forever. So hopefully this will kick everybody out of that one because I'm deleting it, and then they'll like realize that they're in the wrong one. If anybody was even in there to begin with, I don't know. Okay, so we got Wendy, hello, and Mistria, hello, Brandy. I hope you're feeling better. And then I know you messaged me because I saw it, but I didn't hear it yet. So, hello, Grace. I was in your live, but I was being real quiet until I left. And then I was like, surprise, I'm leaving. At the very end. Jenny, the Uncrafty Crafter, says, do you have the ability to read a message on Facebook Messenger? Right now, yes. I just have to go to Facebook because I'm not using my phone right now. So, did you message me? You would have to. Okay, hold on. Okay, thank you for letting me know. Appreciate it. Okay, so, Miss Red Stilettos, hello, how are you? We got Vanessa and Jenny, hello. I know you messaged me today too. Miss Red Stilettos, working and lurking, that is A-okay. That's what I've been doing. Susan, hello, and Audrey. That's a new name, I think, too. But you guys, my memory right now is horrible. Like, I mean, horrible on top of horrible. Yeah, that's how bad it is. Katrina says, I have that mermaid on order, just waiting for it to get here. Isn't she beautiful? Like, I love her. Now, I've added, like, all of these sparklies in her hair. Like these ones and everything, those I've added to it, which they're called jellies, and I absolutely love them, and I think it has added so much, like, bling, which she's a mermaid, so she's got to have some bling, you know what I mean? All right. Robert, hello, Robert, and Debbie, hello. Jeanette, welcome. Ginger's Hobby Corner, hello. Diamond Lady, hello. I don't know why, but I feel like it's been a couple weeks since I've seen you in here. That could be entirely in my head. I don't know. But I feel like I haven't got to say your name in a long time. And I like to say Diamond Lady. I don't know why. It makes me happy. Okay. Yeah, that was Lincoln wine yawning. He's not very happy at the moment because the kids left twice on him. My sister picked him up this morning, and I guess I can kind of show you. Oh, he stopped, of course. You guys, this dog, I swear to you, I am not even exaggerating or joking. He will do the funniest things. The second I get my camera and pick it up to record him, he will look at me and stop. Like, doesn't matter if okay, let's see if we can sneak it. Oh, see, he stopped again. I tell you, this dog is crazy. crazy. He's a crazy boy. And now he's looking at me. Can you see this boy looking at me? Hold on. Where is he? There he is. Over my computer. Lincoln. See, he looks at me when I said it. He's like, I ain't gonna do nothing funky while you're recording me. You crazy? You show everybody my videos. And I do. But I can't help it. He's too cute. Cheryl, hello. How are you? Let's go down, down, down. Are we having an echo? Is there an echo? That's some, because he said echo, so I'm not, or Robert said there's echo. Tell me if there's an echo, guys. I'll jump down to the bottom to make sure there's no echo. Okay, good. Perfect. Just making sure. Wendy says that sounds like what you say when you sneeze. I know, right? That's his shoes. That's his shoes. I love it. Yvonne, hello. La, la, la. See if I can actually get caught up in chat like before 7:30. Oh, wait, 7:26. Oh, my bad. We got Jill. Hello. I already let the others know about the link to move to this one. Thank you, Nicole. I appreciate it. You are always on top of things. Even when she has a headache all day, she still comes in here and still on top of things, I tell you. And she always warns me because she gets sinus headaches and she's on the other side of the state. And so typically, like, whatever is over there will travel here within like 8 hours. And like she'll get a headache, tell me about it, and like just warning out. And within 8 hours, like I have a headache. It's crazy. I don't know what the warning does. It might prepare me a little bit, but you know, or I'll just stay inside. But I don't know if that would do it anyways. I can't go outside right now much anyway. Having a bad time mentally, so I'm probably not going to be very active tonight. I am so sorry, Mary. I totally understand. 100% understand. You be as active as you want or as active as you don't want. Like you do what's going to help you. Okay? Don't worry about anybody else. But we're all here for you. Cynthia, hello. I'm feeling better. La, 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 la. Katrina says, I'm already trying to plan on adding ABs to it, and I haven't even gotten it yet. I keep telling myself I need to wait and see the DMCs. It has. But I don't go by DMCs. Sometimes I do, but not most of the times. Most of the times I'm just like, okay, if this color works and it matches and I like it, that's how I pick my colors. And the jellies, they're a little different than like your typical ABs. So, but yes, I mean, I used to do that when I first started customizing. But now that I've been customizing for like over 6 months, I've kind of gone a little bit, I don't know what the word is, but I've kind of gone a little bit crazy and I just do whatever I want. I mean, it's my diamond painting anyway, so if it looks horrible in the end, who cares? But I've never had one look horrible, by the way. A&E Sales, hello, welcome. Says just working and lurking. S&J Creations, hello. I was sad to miss your live this morning. Didn't even know there was one till afterwards. And I was like, well, shoot. Jenny says I'm being super worky lurky tonight. I'm actually getting some diamond painting done. Yay! What are you working on again, Jenny? I forgot. Some friend I am. Forgetting what diamond painting she's working on. Mary says, thank you, Shine. Just got a horrible news today, so I'm fighting with myself all day and beating myself up. I know nothing is my fault, but I understand that. I really do. And I don't know if it's about what I might think it's about. But you never, don't beat yourself up about it. If it's not your fault, there's nothing you can do. And so I know it's easier said than done to just let it go, but like work on it. You know, it's a process. But we're all here for you. Linda's Crafty Life says hello. Happy Saturday. Yoo-hoo. I have no kids today. Well, I have Lincoln, but I have no human kids. Alice in the Starry Night by DAC, Jasmine, Becky Griffith. Oh, you know what? I wish, this is the one that you needed for that. Like, wouldn't that have been perfect? A perfect cover minder for you right now? I'm not self-promoting. Don't tell me I'm self-promoting. I'm not self-promoting at all. Shay! Hello. Lincoln is better behaved than my children. He's better behaved than my children, too. No, let me say this. He listens to me better than my children do. And a lot of that is my fault because, you got to be consistent. And that's like my worst quality as a parent, is not always being consistent. Because there's like that, especially with Maddie, there's like this fine line between like mom and friend. And, it can be difficult. I actually just had like a long conversation today with my husband about this since the kids were gone and everything, poop. Yeah, that would have been perfect, right? That's what I thought. I was like, what are you talking about, poop? And then I remember, okay, yeah, I got what you're saying. But you know what? I have to say this. That video that I did, I know a ton of, I was really surprised actually how many people really, really genuinely liked it. And more of you talked about the dog part than even the diamond painting part. And I love that because to me, the doing training with dogs and working with people and their dogs is more of a chance that dog is going to stay in the home and that there's not going to be stress related with the dog. Everybody has some stress with a dog, just like with your children. Lincoln, he loves to bark. He's very vocal. Now, I don't mean just all through the night or something like that, but somebody's here or something like that, or you want to play or train or whatever, he likes to bark. And that stresses me out sometimes because my husband has to go to bed at 7 because he gets up at 3 to go to work. So, I'm just telling you that because everybody has stress related with animals, kids, you name it. But if I can even give you a tiny bit of information that will help, there be less stress, and especially if it helps keep the dog in the home, because that is the big thing, dogs between 7 and 18 months, literally shelters will call it the throwaway age because it's so sad, but that is the truth. During those months, those are the most months that that dogs get brought back to a shelter or get brought to a shelter, and because that's the teenage years for a dog. That's what we kind of joke about because it's true. That's their mentality and stuff is that of a teenager. And so, but of course it is very different. We're not going to go throw our teenagers out, even though some days we might want to lock them out. But we don't go and, get rid of them. But, obviously I know a dog is very different than a child. I'm not saying oh, you wouldn't get rid of your dog or you wouldn't get rid of your kids and don't get rid of your dog. I'm guilty of it too. When I didn't know anything about dogs, this was quite a few years ago, Maddie was a baby, and I made a dumb decision without even really going over it in my head. Didn't even talk to Seth about it, and brought home this little puppy that I had never owned a dog before, all of my life. And this puppy was a lab border collie mix. So if you know about dogs, border collies and labs are very, very high energy, and border collies like to run and have a job all the time. He was not the right dog for us, and luckily we found that out very early on, and one of my good friends works at the Humane Society, and she was able to like literally replace him in a new home with people who had dogs before, and actually they had a dog at the time as well, like within 2 days or something. So that made me feel better. But so that's like one of my goals with kind of talking about dogs and just different little things. It's your channel. Aren't you supposed to self-promote? Well, I know. I was just kidding. Just kidding. Just being goofy. But yes, I'm really glad though that went over well. I'm going to continue to do it. I actually taught my sister those same techniques, and she was telling me yesterday that like they can literally leave the door open now and he doesn't run out. And when the door's open, they still leave the leash on him because it's easier. You can step on it. It's easier to grab a leash than it is a dog. And so, but yeah, she can like, so I was like so happy because before that dog, like you went to the door and that dog was like pushing through anything to get out, and he ran one time when he got out of the vet's office. I don't blame him there, but he got out of the vet's office and he ran, but he was running down Division, which in Spokane is like one of the most busiest roads. And he ran like 2 miles up the road on Division before they finally got him, or before my sister's husband finally got him. So yeah, door training, like I said, it's all about safety. And it's just polite, Mindy, hello. She said same duck. I don't know what that means because my dang chat jumped on me. I get really annoyed when it does that. I wish more people would bring their dogs to Walmart and leave their kids at home. Oh my gosh. Do you work at Walmart, Katrina? But that's true because there are some disobedient children at all stores, but Walmart for some reason seems to attract more of them. I don't know. I've never been to Walmart without hearing a kid go ballistic, screaming, and then full tantrum. I remember one time Maddie did that, and we left. I just literally took her out of the cart and walked out, and we just left. She was like, what? Like, because I don't know what she was trying to get something. She wanted something. She was little. She was like 2. But I'm like, nope. You don't go to the store and scream your bloody head off. We're out. Like, you ain't getting nothing now, girl. I don't think she ever did that again either. I mean, she obviously asked for things, but I mean the full-blown tantrum, Let's see. She's been moving around. Okay, so I'm definitely behind on the duck stress, so I'm gonna have to figure out what's going on there. I'm sure Brandy or somebody could tell me, because we don't want no duck stress. We don't want no animal stress. Is it a sick ducky? Because then you said she's been moving around, so that's good. If it's a sick little ducky. Let's see. La, 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 la. Diamond Sparkle Chase. Hello. Welcome. Baby ducky needs some TLC. Aww. I got to try the tonight. Oh, by the way, you guys, I have to say this. So the Uncrafty Crafter, Jenny, just opened up a shop, and I tell you guys, I don't know what, honestly. Hold on, I gotta get a drink. Jenny, I am not drinking peach juice. I'm not. It's just yellow water. We have bad pipes. No, but on the serious. She opened her shop, and I don't know what she has left in it right now, but you guys should check her out. I am so thrilled. I gotta grab the one that she gave me. That's not the one. That's mine. I did a little switcheroo because, and that is the cool thing about these cover minders is you can change them. You can totally change the look completely. So this is the base that she sent me, and this was the snap that was in it. How? Okay, camera, you know what? You're not doing it. Nope. Turn the light off. So it has like a light on it, so it's being naughty, so I had to turn it off. Okay, so this is the base and the snap that I got from the Uncrafty Crafter, which, oh snap, I love it. Now I said that for a reason. Her shop is called Oh Snap Crafters Cafe. Minders and notions, I believe, is what the bottom part says. But the coolest thing about this, you guys, for me, is that I cannot have the smelly waxes or trays or anything. Thus far, I have not found anything that has a smell that does not give me a headache. Well, her lemon one was like real extract, you know, or oil, I mean, or whatever. It was real. It was more organic. Anyways, and so I'm like, okay, I want to try lemon. I love lemon. I love the smell of lemon. I love lemonade, like all around. And so that's what it looks like. And it opens up. And on the inside, there's this little felt pad right here. See? You smell that? Smell it. I dropped it. Hold on. Smell, smell, smell. Smell. It smells like lemon heads. And she had it as lemon shaker, I think, or something like that. I think it was. I could be wrong. But I had Maddie smell it. And I was like, what does that smell like to you? And she was like a lemon head. And I was like, you're right. And then Jenny's like, oh, I should name it that. I'm like, you should. But anyways, these are really, really cool. And I'm so glad that she was able to do this and get some smelly cover minders, because Lord knows we have everything else that smells in the diamond painting community, right? So we gotta have the smelly cover minders. Yummy, yummy, yummy. I might have to buy some of that oil so I can just like douse it and like, you know. Anyway, and even the base kind of smells just a little bit from being on it, but I really like this butterfly right now on it. So that's what's going to stay on there for right now. Anyways, my point is go check her out. Go check her out. You will not be disappointed. Unless she sold out, then you'll be very disappointed and you'll come back and yell at me. That's okay. I can take it. I can take it. By the way, this is peach juice, and it is the best juice I've ever had in my entire life. When I was pregnant with Maddie, I had the worst craving for peach juice. And my husband went out because he had to do all the groceries because I was on bed rest. And he went, looked around, could not find it anywhere. So I brought apricot nectar juice home or something. I'm like, this is not what I wanted. But I don't think they had it back then. Well, Maddie ordered some juice because we always have juice in the house because Maddie, if her blood sugar drops, we have to have juice. Like it's just a have to thing. So usually I will let her kind of pick out whatever juice that she wants. So she bought, picked out her little juice or whatever, and I was bringing it to her, and I was like, I'm just gonna sip it. Took a sip, and that was all she wrote. I was like, oh my gosh. If you like peaches, or you love peaches like me, this is the juice for you, because every time you take a drink, it's like biting into a peach. It's so good. And I figure it's got to have a lot of vitamins and all that good, good stuff right now for me. So it's okay to drink a lot of it. Well, not really, but you know. Where did my pen go? My diamond painting pen. Did anybody see my pen? Did it fall on the ground? I ain't gonna go digging for it because I'll probably knock something over. I don't know where it went. I got a new tip in the mail yesterday, which I absolutely love. It is one of the like everlasting kind of tips. I'm trying to see if it's back behind my computer. Or in, maybe it's between. Nope. Not there. Don't feel it. Anyways, I got this really cool pen. And I really like the tip. It's not just a little tiny piece of the tip. It's like, I don't know how to describe it. It's like the whole end is the metal. I'm sure some of you guys have them already and know exactly what I'm talking about. And I wish I could find mine. Because I don't know what happened to it. I just had it before I started, but then I was knocking everything over and everything. So it's probably on the floor, and I'm afraid. Okay, we're gonna move just a little bit. See if I can see it. Can I see it? Nope, can't. Nope. I'll have to show you in another video, I guess. But I love it. It's wonderful, and it works really, really well too. I might need some new stuff in this pen. I haven't used it in a long time. Okay, where was I? Where in the Sam Hill was I? I know I read about the more dogs than kids. Mindy or finding a raccoon stress. What? I'm confused. You know what? In my apartment complex, we live like pretty much in the city. We've had a raccoon, a bobcat, and a moose, and a porcupine, all since we've lived here. Is that not insane? Like, we tried to help the porcupine and get it out because the whole complex is gated except for the 2 entries. And like, you know, I just felt bad. I felt like, you know, it was probably stuck, and every time it would get to a fence, we tried so hard to like guide it with like big cardboard pieces, but it didn't work. But I never saw that again. But the bobcat thing and the moose, that was a little bit, you know, a little bit on the scary side. Like raccoons, they're buttheads and they're kind of mean, but, you know, I think that you could get away from them and not die. Let's see here. Yeah, Mindy, we're all like dying to know what's going on, like with this duck, because a lot of us, I think, are in the dark. I did read that and that. Wendy says, any tips on getting your dog to stop barking as much? Sorry, it's just funny because I was just talking about how Lincoln barks. But yes, Lincoln doesn't bark excessively. Like if we're gone, let's say, he doesn't just bark the whole time. He doesn't just sit and bark for hours on end. Like, you know, it's usually like if somebody comes to our house, like until they come to the door and come in, he'll bark. It's like he thinks his bark is what brings them inside or something. And then when you're messing around and playing with him, he barks because he's just some dogs are just really talkative. So my my advice, couldn't think of the right word. My advice for that is, first, you've got to know your dog can do speak. So if you haven't ever taught your dog how to speak and then, you know, have them bark, If they're barky dogs in general, that's a really easy thing to teach them. But they have to know speak before you can teach them quiet, because otherwise they don't understand the difference. And so if they know speak, then doing teaching them how to be quiet is fairly easy. So, you can either do something that makes them bark and or tell them to, and then when they stop, and they stop for even like 10 seconds, you say quiet and give them a treat. And they start to learn that every time they're not making sounds, they are getting rewarded for that. And then they start putting the word together with the treat and with the action. So there's a lot of steps to do. And I totally if you wanted, I could do that this week to kind of show you. Now, I'm no expert. Like I said in my video, I'm not a certified dog trainer. I worked under one for 2 years as her assistant dog trainer. So I've done a lot of dog training, and I've been around a lot of dogs, but I'm in no way an expert. And my dogs, Lincoln is not like always perfectly obedient, like his major thing is trying to get into the garbage can when we're sleeping, because he knows that he's not going to get caught as much. But he knows. So certain things, it's certain things are really hard, and that's one of the hardest. Besides changing your dog's personality, teaching them like, oh yeah, there's food in this bin, but you can't have it. Even though you can smell it from across the house, you can't have it. That's hard, so it takes a lot of work. And like Maya, our old service dog, she did not get into the garbage can. She knew better. And she had enough training that she knew better. Like she didn't eat anything unless she was told she could. And Lincoln is with like that way with most things except for the garbage. That's the only thing I have not mastered. However, we have little tricks that we do so that he can't get into the garbage, but yeah. Hi, T. Mullen. How are you? No, never late. Nobody's ever late. You come when you come, you leave when you leave, and that's okay. There's no timelines in here. Sorry, I'm trying to go back up because it jumped because I talk too much. I know it. I've been told. I was told today, actually. I told my husband, I'm like, well, you're just going to have to get used to it. And he's like, yeah, don't you think I, have gotten used to it, or it doesn't bother me that much, obviously, otherwise maybe I wouldn't be here right now. I'm like, oh, okay, well, if it doesn't bother you, let me tell you about this then. No, I'm just kidding. I didn't do that. Actually, I did do that. It was a couple minutes in between though, so I gave him a little bit of a break. Okay, there I am. Let's see. Okay, yes, so you do work at Walmart. Oh, God bless you for working there. Seriously. I think you have to have, like, the patience of a saint to work there. I really do. Nothing against Walmart or anything. It's just, for some reason, I swear, people go there and think that it's an excuse to be, like, jerk faces. Like, I don't experience a lot of that in, like, near as much of that in other stores. It's just, I don't know. And people go into there, like, with clothes on that they probably never wear in a department store or somewhere else. It's just kind of weird to me that's like that, but okay, one of Mindy's ducks got a boo-boo. Okay, well, as long as that boo-boo is healing and getting better, gosh. So it actually got attacked by a raccoon. See what I'm saying? Like, raccoons are mean. They can be vicious, especially with other animals. Man, when I saw the first one up close, I was like 16, maybe 17, and I was babysitting. And, this was a really stupid thing to do. I put brand new dots in my pen, and then I'm trying to pick up ABs. Like, what the heck am I doing? Amateur hour. Anyways, I was babysitting, and I literally, I heard some scratching on the back door. So I was like, thought that their cat, wanted to come in. I had worked for this family for a long time, so I knew they had 3 cats and 2 little dogs. Anyways, I heard the scratching. And so I went over and I opened the curtains, and I went over and I literally touched the door handle to open it. And I looked down and I was like, that is not a cat. It was so big that I think, I'm so glad that I didn't open that door, because they did have cats. One of the cats was trying to get out. When I went over to when I thought I was going to be opening the door for the other cat, the other one wanted out, and I'm so glad I didn't open that door, because the raccoon was eating the cat food, and I don't know what the cat would have done. And that raccoon was like a monster. It was huge. I had no idea when I was a teenager how big raccoons get. They get really big. And they can be really vicious too. So I sound a little off, Jeanette. I am running on fumes. This is me when I am tired and I get hyper from being tired. Does that make sense? Oh, because it happens. It happens. And then the second I'm no longer hyper, I'm just out. Yeah. So yeah, I'm tired. I didn't take a nap today. I was supposed to. This was 1 out of the 2 days that I did overdo it. And when I say 1 out of 2, I mean since coming home from the hospital. The first day I accidentally did some dishes, and then today I was so tired of all the boxes in our dining room from all the medications that they keep bringing. And so I went through them and put everything in, consolidated. Is that the right word? Put it in the regular, into one box. And because it was driving me crazy, because you could barely even walk through. And with the wound vac, I've already got that, what I call a leash on, that gets caught on things. And then with doing all these antibiotics, my IV thing gets caught on things. And so I was like, no, this is no more. So I got, I consolidated it all, and I broke down all the boxes, and I put them in a pile and told my husband that he or my son needed to take them out. And he did. So that was nice. But then I was like, I don't know what time it was, but I was just not, I don't know. I just didn't feel well at all. And I was like, my wound was hurting a little more. I just didn't feel good. And, I don't know. And then I just kind of worked on the Etsy shop, and all I had to do was lay here on the couch while I did that. So as well as when I didn't sleep, I did get I rested. You know what I mean? But I'll be sleeping really good tonight because my daughter will be gone. And nothing against her. It's just I sleep good when she's gone, because I know that somebody else is dealing, with checking her, making sure her blood sugars are good and everything. And she's got the Dexcom, so it tells us if she's high or low and all that good stuff. So I will definitely be sleeping good tonight. I went to bed early last night too. I fell asleep early and didn't wake up until my husband woke me up at 7 to ask me something. So I had got a good night's sleep last night, but anytime like I feel off or not well or like my wound is hurting a little bit, I'm like getting to the point where I'm getting super like anxious and stressed because it's like none of the other times has shown much warning, and so just it's been hard. I won't lie, it has been hard. Ever since coming home. I mean, when the doctors tell you like if you would have waited a day and you would have been either in a coma or dead, that's really like eye-opening. And so other than like today, I have been like really strict with myself on keeping my butt on the couch and strict with the kids, making them do more chores around here and doing their regular chores, so that I don't feel like I need to do them because they drive me crazy when it just sits. So, so hopefully my little off self tonight isn't bothering anybody, because sometimes this is just me when I don't know. And I've been this way ever since I was little. Like I hit this wall when I'm tired, that I just go like almost like I'm drunk mode. It happens almost every Christmas because I stay up like so many nights in a row trying to finish everything. And then I go in this like cuckoo mode. Okay, I gotta go down because I am. And sometimes, Jeanette, too, honestly, when I'm not feeling great, I'm really good at hiding that. By being like upbeat and positive. And I think some people that know me really well, like my nurses that normally come, they've been coming for 7 months, so they know me really well. Like they can kind of see through it, so it could be that too. I'll have a moment to our snaps and I'm gonna but more on the way. Okay, next sir. I'm gurgling. Was I gurgling it? Are you sure it wasn't just the ice that was moving in the cup? I don't think I gurgled. Maybe I did, though. I don't know. I can't even gurgle when I try. Linda, hello. It says I'm gurgling. Okay, I really want to know if I was. How was I gurgling? I want to know because I don't think I gurgled. I think it was. Are you sure it wasn't the ice, guys? Because I don't know. Maybe I did. I don't know. I've never been a gurgler. But apparently enough people are saying it, so I'm going to have to go back and listen later and like be like, did I actually gurgle? And if I didn't, I'm coming for y'all. I'm going to send you the clip to be like, listen, see, it's just ice. It's just ice. I'm not gurgling. Thank you, Beth. I appreciate the mention, and thank everyone for the comments. Of course. We got the click because it sells out because they are so awesome. Exactly. That's what I keep telling her. I'm like, you be prepared. When she first opened her shop, I was like, be prepared. You will sell out. Like, I can almost guarantee you will sell out, because this was such a good idea. Such a good idea. When she told me about it, I'm like, you better do this now, because, this is such a good idea that you don't want anybody to get wind of it or do it first. Like, jump on it. Figure it out. Get it done. And she's worked hard on it. She really has. I have the DP delivered tomorrow. Fingers crossed. USPS is being a pain. Oh, yeah. I know. USPS is... I'll just not say anything about good old USPS. Whew, because they just kind of... they stress me out. They really do stress me out. Okay, my thing jumped on me again. I think I'm going to have to a pair of those rainbow ones, Brandy. I know the rainbow ones are so pretty. I had ones that were like kind of like a rainbow, but they were like a little darker colors, but they had like all those colors in them. Ruby, hello, Ruby Q Crafts, welcome. When is a pet? His name was Bubba. I love them, and I love seeing the teeny tiny babies all over the fence. Aww. I live by a creek, and there is a lot of frogs, and I see a snake. Yee! I'm not terrified of them, but I'm not a big fan of them. Mermaid painting with mermaid pen. You know what? I didn't even realize that I was doing that, Nicole, so thank you. It was just my subconscious. My subconscious is smarter than I am. People treat Walmart like it is an extension of their house. I agree. Definitely agree. Let's see. Oh my gosh, remember the scene in Adventures of Babysitting where the girl was in the subway waiting and she lost her glasses. She thought she was petting a cat, but it was a giant rat. Can you imagine? Like, oh my gosh. I would be fearful of petting a cat for the rest of my life because I would be like, now wait a minute. Are you a cat? Or are you disguised? Let's see. I think I watched it so much that I could quote it. 30 to 40 minutes standing was too long, Beth. I know, it was. And my husband said the same thing. He was like, have you taken your temperature? I'm like, yeah, it's only 99. It's a fine. But I'm not going to lie. I actually was borderline pretty upset earlier because I'm just tired. Not like just physically, but I'm just mentally tired. And I told him that. And I'm like, if I have to go back there again because of something else, like I'm just going to lose my ever-loving mind. Like I really am. And oh yeah, I have something to tell you here. Here, it's like 5 or 6 hour drive for me. Keep your hand on the couch. She's gonna pay me, guys. She's gonna pay me $5 to keep my butt on the couch. I will take it. I'll keep my butt on the couch. It was the camera. Okay. I was gonna say, guys, I swear I was not gurgling. My camera is making me look bad here. On my own channel, camera did that. Okay, it jumped. Why does it jump? I don't understand, like, why the chat does that. It drives me crazy. Okay, so now I'm getting it. The microphone, not me. I was thinking that you guys thought I was gurgling my drink, and I'm like, how was I gurgling my drink? I don't remember gurgling. I don't gurgle my drink ever. Well, I hope y'all got a good laugh about that. Nicole, hello. Says, I finally finished Flight of the Fireflies. Oh, I'm so jealous. So jealous. I have that one now, but oh, I'm so jealous because I want to see that one so bad. Dawn Does Life. Welcome. Says, wanted to pop in and say hello. I haven't, I'm guessing she meant been on a stream before. Hope everyone is having a super week. Well, thank you, Dawn Does Life. I'm so glad you could come in and say hello and that you could, break through to being on a stream because they're so much fun. And there's a lot of them going on, like, in this community that seems like there's always someone. The bus. She's going to take a bus down here. Mallory, hello. It's been a while. My old, really good friend, okay, that sounded bad. She is older, but that's not what I meant. We've been friends for a while. She was the apartment manager here for a few years, and we got really, really close. And she now is no longer the manager. But she is here doggy sitting for the dog that me and Maddie, Maddie now, walks. And so she has offered to come over and like help me if I need anything. She's like, I'll just come over and even yell at your kids if you need me to. And I'm like, I will take you on that. But more, I feel like I just need people to remind me, because when I do stuff, it's not, I promise you guys, it's not like I'm like, okay, I'm just going to go and do this because I really want to do this and I don't care. That's not how it is. It's just like my ADD brain, where like the day I said I accidentally did my dishes. I went into the kitchen and noticed that the dishwasher was clean. And if I wouldn't have emptied it, then everybody would have just taken everything, like what they needed out, right? Until it was empty. And the kids were gone, so I couldn't tell them to do it. My husband was working, so I'm like, okay, I'll just empty it really quickly. So I emptied it really quickly, and then I'm like, well, now there's dishes in the sink and an empty dishwasher, so I'll just fill it really quick and run it. That way, my husband, when he gets home, he can empty it. And I thought I was being like fairly quick, but it ended up to be like 45 minutes later. And so it's those things that like I just have to like, I don't know, hone my brain in. Like, you know what I mean? I just, because I'm definitely not doing it on purpose. I'm trying really hard, especially this time, to keep my butt on this couch. You guys, I'm not even kidding you. I'm going to show you. Now, this is not something that I would typically show people, FYI. But this is right now my reality because I try not to get up. So look at my couch right now. This is all work stuff. All of it. Except for my nails over here, which I guess that's work too, right? But yeah, this is all work stuff. So because I don't want to get up, I just have it all right here. I mean, and there is cover minders beyond cover minders down here. And I have my bins, like ones that haven't been listed, ones that have been listed, and then the ones that already have magnets on them that need to be put away. So I am very much trying. I did close the shop for a couple days, just so I could kind of get caught up on a little bit of the inventory, which was good because I don't know, I just hadn't wanted to do that unless I had to, but I felt like I had to, so I did. But I have to tell, I have a story for y'all. I just trying to get to the end of these comments. Okay. So I told Jenny this earlier, and I told my husband because I'm like, okay, I need to know, am I being overly sensitive, or is this actually like a problem and an issue that's, that's worth saying something, I guess, right? I have nurses come to my house 3 times a week. And for the past 7 months, it has been the same 3, except for 4 times I've had like a replacement, like, because one of my main nurses right now is out on an emergency family thing. And so yesterday I had a new nurse. And I can tell you right now, and I am not the type of person that is like holds grudges or, people make mistakes, all that kind of stuff. I get that, but she will not come back. She will not come back in my house. I will make that clear on Monday when I call them, because she came in. First of all, if anybody is new here and listening, my immune system is that of somebody that has gone through 3 rounds of chemo. I literally have no immune system. It's just been wiped. And my doctor had told me, like, outside it's okay, but like if you're indoors with someone that doesn't live with you, you or them need to be wearing a mask. And it has nothing to do with COVID. It's just that any kind of a cold, even allergies can, put you back here and really ill. Because my white count was like at a 0.5 or something like that. Anyways, so she comes in with no mask on. And I thought it was weird, but I was like, okay, well, maybe when she comes over and like starts working, she'll put a mask on. And so she goes over to the, we have a wet bar in our dining room, and there's a sink and like a little mini fridge right there. So she goes over and she's like washing her hands, and she goes, "How much do you guys pay to live here? Like, what's the rent?" And I told her. I mean, that wasn't a big deal. I know that like sometimes money talk is kind of rude to just come up and ask somebody like, "How much do you make?" or something. But I didn't really, that part really didn't bother me that much. But I told her, you know, and so then she goes, "Oh yeah, I was looking at one the other day, and it was like it's way smaller than this." And so she asked how big it was, and I'm like, "It's a little over 1,300 square feet." And she's like, "Yeah, this other one was like nowhere near this size, and it was like for $2,000 or something, which is like half of what we pay." And I was like, "Oh wow." And part of that is because our governor has put like where you couldn't raise rents and stuff for a while. And so it just stayed, you know, for the last whatever with the pandemic. It hasn't gone up. But anyways, and these other ones she was talking about were like brand new. But that's beside the point. She then goes over, okay, there's a rule that you have to have the dogs locked up in a room when they're here, because they've had situations where even dogs that were friendly kind of came at the nurse because the dog could tell that the nurse was obviously causing their owner like some pain. So they've had this new rule for quite a while. They said that they have to be locked in the room. So when she got here, I said, "Just a second, I'm going to go put Lincoln, you know, in the bedroom." And she's like, "Okay." So I did that. She comes in, and then she goes, "Oh, just so you know also that if I call you and you don't get back to me within a half hour, then I take you off my schedule for that day." Guys, I have been seeing the same company for 7 months. Not once have I been told this. Not one time. And my nurses have even said, like when I have a doctor appointment, they'll say, "Okay, when you're done at your doctor appointment, just give us a call and one of us will, you know, squeeze you in and come over and get your wound vac back on." Well, so I knew this wasn't true, but I wasn't going to argue. I said, "Well, I didn't get a call from you." And I said, "I got a text, but I didn't hear it. And so I didn't see it until later." Because I have bad hearing. That's like one of the reasons I talk so loud. And so I told her that, and she was like, "Well, I called you." So I like picked up my phone. I'm like, "Huh." So I said, "Well, let me look again, because I didn't see that." And I literally showed her. I'm like, "I have no missed calls from anybody today." And she's like, "I don't know. Well, I called you." So, and I was like, "Okay, whatever, moving on." So then she's like, she goes over after washing her hands to the door that's right off the living room. Because I said, "Yeah, they could have made this apartment a 3-bedroom, but they made the 2 rooms like really big. The master bedroom is like 16 feet by 16 feet, and then it has a vanity, and then it has a private bathroom, and then it has a closet that's 7 by 9 feet. So it's big. The door is closed, you guys. She just opens it up, doesn't knock, just opens the door up and walks in. And she's trying to kind of see the vanity and stuff. And like, Lincoln was in there, and he was barking, of course, because he doesn't know her and didn't see her when she came in, because he goes right to the bedroom. So she comes out, and then she just like leaves the door open at first. And Lincoln's like barking, of course. And so then she turns around and like closes it. And then she was like asking how long we had lived here, as she's literally going through my house. She goes into the kitchen. She opened 2 cupboards, like looking to see. She's like, "Oh, you got a lot of cupboard space." And then she goes over and like looks into the bathroom and in our bedroom. and then like comes back over. And I was like, I just was really, okay, first of all, if you know me very well, I am like not confrontational, okay, at all. I have a really hard time speaking up for myself sometimes. So I was like, okay, I just want to move on, get this, wound vac changed and be done. So she comes over, and then she sees all of my cover minders and the diamond painting, and like normally I love showing that to people, but this time I was annoyed already. But she wouldn't go on. She's like, oh, I'm just fascinated by this stuff, and she was just going on and on and on about it. She finally like sits down to do the wound vac, which is what she came there for, by the way. Still no mask and wearing a good amount of perfume. And so she comes over, and by the way, when you change a person's wound vac, you gotta be within like a foot from them. So like, and I've never, not one time have I ever had a nurse even walk in my apartment without at least a mask. Sometimes it's a mask and a shield. So this was weird. So then she's like, I wasn't even really like looking. I pulled my the stuff that was on off, and she's like, oh well, I said, oh, I already got everything, because she was like gonna go back and start looking through the cupboards. I said, everything's already over here. I bring it over here before you guys get here. And she was like, oh. And then she goes over and opens the dresser in the dining room. And I was like, I have everything over here. Like, that's extra stuff, So she's like, oh, okay. So she comes back over here. So she brought like herself a little stool. And so she sits down, which all of them pretty much bring a stool. The only one that doesn't, it's because hers broke. And so I have a stool here that, she can use. So, or a chair or whatever. So then I'm like I lay down on the couch the way I always do. And she kind of sets it up, and everything. And I take off the thing, and she's cutting the foam because they put foam on it and everything. And she's like, I just hate this stuff. And I'm like, yeah, it's kind of annoying. And so she's like doing that. And then she started to work on my wound with no gloves. No gloves. And I'm kind of just in shock at that point, just sitting there like, I just didn't know what to say even. And bye, Mallory. I hope you have a good night. Anyways, like I was just kind of sitting there, didn't know what to say, and I was just like, literally, like, I just really wanted to be like, can you leave? Like, that's what I was in my head wanted to say. But whatever. So she starts doing it, and then she's like aggressively cleaning this, right? And she goes, you have no feeling in here, do you? And I was like, no, I do. And it's really sensitive right back here. And so I pointed to it. So you would think she would have been like, oh, I'm so sorry. And like been more gentle, but she didn't. Not once. And there was numerous times where I was like, ooh, okay, yeah, that hurts. Which I never say that to my other nurses because they're being gentle. And I just deal with it because I know it has to be done. Like just because it hurts, they can't be like, oh, it hurts? Okay, let's just stop for the day. No, they have to put it on. But with her, it was like, you can do this and not like make me way more sore than I already am, So she finally like gets it on, and I don't know. So then, okay. She'd asked, and this was the other thing. The other new nurses, sorry, this is kind of all over the place. The other new nurses I had seen had all read my chart before they came in. So they all knew like everything that had gone on. When she came in, she was like, and she was almost snooty about it. Like, so what happened? Like, where did this start? And I said, I kind of told her, and then I was like, yeah, it's been 7 months. And she's like, 7 months? She's like, geez, like that's a long time. I'm like, yeah, it is. But the way she was saying it was just like off-putting, Anyways, then as she was changing the wound back, she was asking me. I was like, yeah, I have like 3 doctor appointments this week, and I have a whole team now working on getting this infection under control. And she's like, oh, and I was like, I see the wound back this week, or the wound doctor clinic this week. And she goes, oh, and she gets his face, and I'm like, what? She's like, oh yeah, you shouldn't go there. She was like, we've literally had 2 patients die because of the doctors there. And I'm like, oh, okay. And I was like, I had nurses that, that came from the wound clinic to my hospital room, and they were fine. They were nice. They did their job, And she's like, no, I would highly recommend canceling that appointment. And I was like, oh. And then I had said something about Alicia, the other nurse, how she was out, and everything. And she goes, oh, I haven't seen Alicia forever. Oh, I just love her. And I'm like, yeah, I know. She's super sweet. We've gotten pretty close. And then when I had told her about the Q-tip getting stuck in there, and I was like, it wasn't anybody's fault. Like, she was doing exactly what they told her to do, blah, blah, blah. And when she started working on my wound, I kid you not, she started using the other end, like the non Q-tip part, like the sharp, I don't know, it's not sharp, but the stick end of it. And she goes, I never use the gauze part, so if it were me taking care of your wound, that would have never happened. And I was like, well, and this is when I did stand up, because here's the thing. I am not the best at standing up for myself, but I'm really good at standing up for other people. And I was like, well, actually, it wasn't her fault. She was doing exactly what the wound clinic and the doctors had told her to do. And your superior, that's how they told her to do this. So it wasn't her fault in the slightest. And she was like, well, I'm just saying this wouldn't have happened if it was me doing it. I wanted to punch her. Like, I literally wanted to punch her, because 2 seconds ago, she was like going on about how much she loved this nurse and, all of this. And I was just, I don't know, the whole thing, not wearing gloves, not wearing a mask, like the entire thing. I'm sure there was something else that I'm forgetting. But the whole thing, like, I'm like, yeah. So I talked to my husband about it, and he's like, yeah, none of this is being sensitive. This is just not okay, So I will be calling them Monday, and not only telling them everything that happened, but also telling them that I never want her here again, because I kid you not, she comes to my door, I'm going to turn her away. Like, I am not going to let her in. I just can't, because now, today, my wound is like really tender and sore, and it has gotten this feeling before, like when I've ended up in the hospital the next day with a high fever. And so that's kind of what threw me off this, or, into kind of a tailspin earlier, was that my leg hurt and I just didn't feel very great. And I was just like, I swear to God, if I have to go back to the hospital, I'm going to lose my mind. And, so, my husband talked to me a little bit, talked me down and all that, but I was just like, at the other part, and I was like, I don't even know if it's sore because it's, getting worse, or it's sore because she was being so rough with it, I'm like, this is a hole in my leg. This is not a little wound. This is like a deep wound. You can't just be in all, like, I don't know. Like, did you never have kids? Like, did you ever, how long I don't know. I had so many questions afterwards that I wanted to ask her, like, how long have you even been nursing? How many times have you been wrote up? How many times have people complained and said they didn't want you back? Because those were all questions that, like, I literally want answers to, because and it was supposed to say on my chart too, only experienced nurses can come to me because I'm high risk for infection. So wouldn't you think, like, if you're going somewhere and the person's high risk for infection, that you would be doing extra things like making sure your mask is on, making sure you're washing your hands and using gloves, sanitizing everything, like all of that. And I can tell you my other nurses usually go through 3, if not 4 pairs of gloves through the procedure because they want to keep them clean for every step. She didn't even wear them. I mean, that was dangerous for her too, you know? I don't know. So it was not a good experience, and I will be calling them Monday because this is just not, not okay. So yeah, I've had a couple, I don't know. And then the other one, which I believe I told you guys, where the other nurse was like, you don't sound like you have 103 temperature, so maybe you should just wait till tomorrow and see how you feel. Like, that's what the nurse told me on the phone. Not this business, but a nurse at my doctor's office, but she wasn't my doctor's nurse. And we found out she hadn't even talked to him, even though she told me that she had. She's like, oh yeah, I just talked to the doctor and the PA, and they both think that you should just wait until tomorrow and see what your nurses say. And she literally had the audacity to also ask me if when the last time I bought a thermometer was. And I'm just like, do you want me to take a video of me taking my temperature? Like, she acted like she didn't believe me. I'm like, my mom was so mad. She was like, okay, I know what a cold sounds like. Even a sore throat, you can tell what that sounds like. She's like, but what the hell does 103 temperature sound like? It's like, is there a sound I should have been making or not making? I don't know. Maybe I should have just sounded more sick. I don't know, but I'm glad that I listened to my body and to the other team that told me to go in immediately because, as one sick cookie. So all of this, it was crazy yesterday, and I was still not happy about it at all. But whatever, we move on, we learn, and I have learned now I need to speak up. I need to say something, especially if somebody doesn't have a mask or gloves on. Because, like, my doctor already told me, he's like, you can go outside if you and sit to visit with somebody, but if anybody comes in that doesn't live there, you or them need to wear a mask. So it just, she's a nurse. I mean, I don't know. Anyways, I will stop. I would request them to have her back. Oh yeah, Nicole, I'm not having her back, and I'm also going to report it because her superiors need to know. They need to know because this is like, I mean, earlier I said to my husband, I was like, what if she went to somebody's house that was like really sick, and he was like, and I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, I get you, because I might not sound like it because I'm a pretty upbeat talker, but if you look at like blood work and stuff, it says a very different story than what I sound like. And so, yeah, she could have made me, I mean, she could have passed anything along that you don't know, even a cold or something. So, yeah, I won't be having her back for sure. Like, no freaking way. Okay, I gotta catch up on chat because we're at 8:30. We gotta get over to Jeremy. Okay, let's see. Help clean up. Lincoln could help clean dishes. Oh, trust me, he does. If there's something that like I really like that's like annoying to scrub, and it's something that's not gonna hurt him, and then I'm like, oh, Lincoln, here you go. But we have to be really careful since he's allergic to chicken and stuff. So, I know people have left. I'm so sorry and came in that I didn't see. Like diamonds around you. Hello. Let's see. Did I miss anybody else? If I did, I'm so sorry. I get too into my little Debbie left. So good night, Debbie. I know you're already gone, but I love ya. Good night. I hope I have a good night. Like, how unprofessional you think she would have read your file before she came? And those questions, I would have been pissed. Yes. That's the thing. It's like, you should read somebody's file. You know? And Linda, Crafty Life. Hello, says, I love a lot of paintings for different reasons. I like nature and landscapes mostly. You know, it's funny how so many people have so many different tastes, but there's something for everybody. You know what I mean? She was casing the joint. LOL, what a horrible experience, right? And I'm pretty open. Like, I'm not very shy about things. Like, but my thought was like, my son was in the room, and what if he was changing or something? Like, you don't just walk into somebody's room where the door is closed. Like, come on. Oh man, I would have gotten fired. Yeah, you know, there's that. Yeah, mm-hmm. I don't think she should be doing what she's doing, because the other thing she was doing was, she said, was like, you could probably do this yourself by now. I don't know why I need to come out here and do it. And I was like, okay, yes, I can do it by myself because I've watched you for 7 months. However, this is your job, and if you don't want to do it, maybe find a different job. Mary says, I would have let her near me. Yeah. See, that's the thing, guys. You live and you learn, because I shouldn't have. You can lose your license for that. I have to sign paperwork. Well, you know what the funny thing was? She said, when she was talking about the doctors at the wound clinic, she started saying it, and then she's like, oh, wait, I'm not supposed to say anything. Because I was like, yeah, I know, there's contracts, it's fine. And she said it anyway. I didn't ask her. I didn't, like, try to get it out of her. She was just like, well, screw it, I'll just tell you. I was like, okay, so you've just broke a confident, like a, you know, doctors and nurses they file different, or sign different contracts, so that way they're not bad-mouthing their coworkers to, patients and stuff, which is totally understandable. I would report her and request that she never come back. Yep. I got to figure out her name, and then I'll just have a note on my door saying, if you are nurse so-and-so, turn your tail around and leave. Don't even knock on my door. I'll just let Lincoln scare the bejeebers out of you. He won't do nothing, but he'll bark. And he could be scary because he's a big boy. Are you sure she was a real nurse? I wouldn't let her touch me with that gloves. And you know what the weird thing was? I didn't realize she wasn't wearing gloves until she was like already like probably 3/4 of the way through it, because I was doing something else on my phone when she was doing it at first, because like, I don't know, I didn't even notice till she was partway through it. And then I was like, okay, well, we can't stop now. We gotta just finish it. She's already done the deed, done the damage. But I will definitely be paying attention a lot closer from now on, like, to make sure masks are worn, gloves are worn, like, just I definitely learned my lesson, because I've been spoiled, I guess, with these other nurses that have done every single thing, in my opinion, correctly. So I don't have to like think about it or worry about it. And this time was completely different. I'll send good vibes your way. Thank you, Donda's life. And she won't be back. Trust me. If she comes back, I'm not gonna let her in. She made my house smell like perfume for like an hour, which I get headaches. No, thank you. Stephanie Walton, welcome, by the way. I would document it in writing. I think, that's a good idea. That's a good idea. Rather than just verbally tell them on the phone, like, this needs to definitely go to the higher ups so that they know what's going on, because they're the ones on the line, She was not young. She was older than me. I would say she was like in her 50s. Hi, Karen. Welcome. Sorry, I'm really behind in chat. But yeah, so she was definitely not young, and she had said she'd been there for been a nurse for a long time in a hospital, and then she's been doing this now for a while. So, anyways, moving on. Hold on. Had to have a little sip of peach. I'm gonna turn this light on for a second. And I'm going to show you, because this is what's in the shop already, okay? And if it's not in the shop, you see, like you're looking for it, you can't find it, just message me. Let me know. I'll help you find it. We've got a steampunk butterfly. I know it's kind of hard to see with the light on, but, you get the idea. Steampunk butterfly. Then, we've got this adorable, like, watermelon. Super sparkly, super pretty. I don't know if this one's going to look with the light. I might turn the light off for a second. Or turn it down. Hold on, let me see if I can. Okay. So, we got Starry Night in a jar. We have... Did I drop one off of my table? Because I had two. Nope, here it is. Doctor Who. We've got this one. Focus, camera. Focus. Come on, seriously? Okay, Doctor Who. You get the idea. Got another one. I don't know what that sound was, but... Then we've got our fairy. She's finally up on the site. Camera, I would appreciate if you could... I'm going to go in close. Close. So then when I pull back, sometimes it'll be like... Get the hint. Come on now, camera. You're being a stink butt. And I think... I don't remember if the light works on this one, but you can see all that purple and green. It's really pretty. I like it a lot. Then we have our daisy. So he loves me not, which is why it's missing the one little daisy petal. This one is well, I'll show you a couple of these that are... These are like the little ones that are, cheaper, but they're so cute, so fun. We've got a butterfly and a baseball, and we got Cruella de Vil, which I thought was a perfect timing because of the movie that just came out. Hold on, have feedback? Would love to hear it. No, I don't want to give you feedback right now. I don't know why, but like all of a sudden YouTube like went over the screen asking me if I had feedback. So, okay. Then we have the lobster, and the title of this one is He's Her Lobster. If you're a Friends fan, then you'll know what that is from. And then we have a really like gorgeous blue. Let's see if this one is better with the camera light off. It's a really pretty, like, I don't know, ocean blue almost. Dolphin. And we have our purple ballerina. I'm going back and forth with the light because I want to see. Some of them like look better with the light, and some of them look way worse with the light. Like you can't even see a lot of the detail with the light on. But this color purple is a really pretty purple. It's just not showing up at the moment. Then we got Dumbo. And those of you that have been waiting for the mama and baby turtle, I was able to get my hands on 5 right now. I have more coming, but I know there's been lots of requests for these. Too many to be able to message everybody. It would take me a long time, so I'm telling you on here. We have this one. which hopefully you can see it okay. It says, I love you to the moon and back. Then I already had, now I want to see what this does with the light. I'm just messing with the light. Okay, let's see. Ah! I already had this color of the mushroom, the blue. But now I also have the pink. So this is like, I want to say, this is like a rose gold pink in person. Let's see what it looks like with the light turned down just a little bit. So yeah, it's a rose, more of a rose gold than like a bright pink, but they're really, really pretty. I don't think, there's a couple that I still need to get up, like the fairy door. There's the fairy door. Come on, camera. You know what? I paid a good penny for you. You best start pay haven. Come on now. Okay, you get it. It's a fairy door. It's got flowers and butterflies and all that good stuff around it. And then we have the beautiful kitty. I'm not sure if this one will look better with the light on. We'll see. So yeah, you can see the beautiful kitty. Got green eyes and lots of sparkle. This one will be put up either later today or tomorrow. It's just like a pretty bow. A couple other little cheapos that will go up today or tomorrow are the little panda and the little ducky. And then we have this one, which is a smaller version, and totally different. It's like the silver and then like a blue, like an aqua blue, and then you can see the little baby on top, which is gold. And then we have this horsey, this gold horse with the diamonds on it, which is very pretty. Lincoln's going bananas behind me. Then we have the dragon. This one, you guys, is it's gorgeous. It is absolutely gorgeous. It's beautiful. I love this one. I'm going to see again here. I turn my light down if you can see a little bit better. I'm not sure. Come on, light. Would you just listen to me? There. So that's what it looks like without the light. So it's got lots of, like all of the diamonds and everything are super, super sparkly. This one, I really wish that my light was being good, but you can still see the sparkle. If you like horses, this one is beautiful. And all that sparkle. This one is probably one of my favorites out of the new ones. And the other, okay, so then I don't think I showed this one. I have more coming because I know a lot of you guys had requested this. I do have one right now, and it is the frame. And you can put your own picture, so you can change it whenever you want. It comes with the little, plastic sheet, and the magnet's already on there, and it's not gonna get in the way of like if you want to change it every day. You could change the picture every day. But yeah, so it's a cute little frame, and I have 10 of these on their way, so they are coming because I know there was quite a few people that wanted it, and I could only get one more recently. So, and then these guys are like so stinking cute. I'm gonna show you without, and then we're gonna try. I just want to show you and see if it sparkles like it does. It's so pretty. So pretty. So this is the blue turtle, and the legs move. And everybody wanted the legs to move. The head also moves. So if you would prefer that your head of the turtle was like up, so that the turtle looked like, you know, a little more alert, then you can let me know, message me, and I will absolutely accommodate to that. But I asked a lot of people, and everybody said they wanted the legs and head to move. So, and then this is the green, which I do, by the way, I just see Nicole said the green one is sold out. I do have more coming of all of these colors, the blue, the green, and the pink. So if you didn't get it this time, message me. Let me know if you're interested in it so that I can message you when I put it up. That way you get, you know, you get a kind of first dibs at it in a way. So very sparkly, very pretty. And then the pink one is gorgeous as well. It looks a little bit like purpley maroon, but in person it's just a light pink and then like a really like a fuchsia kind of a pink. But they're so stinking cute. Like I can't get over those turtles. Those turtles have got to be one of my favorite like new ones that I have. So those are the ones that I have that are up or going up over the next. There's only a couple actually that aren't up yet. Oh, there's this one too that's going to be going up, and it just says "Be the light," and it's got like, okay, come on, camera, let's do the job. Do the job. Okay, you can see the glittery part, and then yeah, the top that banner just says "Be the light," so it's really cute. So like I said, most everything is up. If there's something that you saw that you wanted that isn't up or you don't see it, just message me and we can figure it out together. I also am going to start offering on any orders that are 35 and over, free shipping, and any orders that are $50 or over will be getting one of these until while supplies last, we'll say that, which is, I know it's kind of hard to read off of it, but this is my, goodbye saying. So, anything over 50, you will get this free cover reminder. And there are some different colors. There's like yellow, the red jewel on the top. I have the pinkish purple one, the bluish green. So if you know that your order, and then I have one pearl. So if you know your order is going to be 50 or more, message me if you have a preference in color, and I will try my best to get you that color. And I'm going to try to get more of these. I thought that the lady said they were going to be sold out, not selling them anymore. So I will find something to replace these though when these are sold out. So. Okay, I think that's it for tonight. Jeremy is going right now. As I said that, I remembered one more thing because it's already up. So I might as well show it to you real quick. So these are little puzzle pieces, and they're this one has a blue, and this one is like a yellowish green. And they say you're my person. So you can order them separately, or you can order them, together and give your best friend one, or I don't know, whatever you want to do with them. But I just forgot about those. So anyways, if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, feel free to message me. I'm just looking really quick just to make sure I didn't see any like major questions jump out at me. So I think we're good. Okay, so yeah, just message me. My email and Facebook group is down below. If you haven't joined, definitely join. It is a lot of fun. Good group of people, and we do allow you to. I don't want to use the word spam, but we allow you to promote. That's the word. To promote either your YouTube channel, a store, or whatever. As long as it's related to diamond painting or crafting, and you can promote once a week. So every 7 days you can do like one promotional thing. So, and I got mods watching to make sure that all goes smoothly, and for the most part it has. So it's a fun Facebook group. You can find me on there. Obviously, I'm one of the admins, Beth Cromer Lion, and message me if you have any questions, or email me. Whatever's easier. Instagram. I'm really bad about checking, but I try. So with that being said, thank you guys so much for coming. I so appreciate it. And as always, don't forget, you are braver than you believe, stronger than you seem, smarter than you think, and you are definitely loved more than you know. So with that, keep on shining, and I will see you next time. Bye, guys.